Hey gang, I'm Ruthann.
I'm Chris.
And we are GeekChic Promotions. We are doing our very special, sort of our last ever game of theories ever. And we have special guest, Jen, with us.
Yay!
Hello.
Jen, introduce yourself and tell us who you are.
Yes.
I'm Jen Clymer. I'm a producer-director. I have a documentary called Be Prepared to Stop. Go check it out on Amazon or iTunes.
Yes.
I also do some other pretty cool things here in LA, and I love these two ladies.
Yes. And we're friends, and we watch the show together.
That's
this
right.
episode, so much happened.
Yes.
So first of all, so I only took 2 notes in this episode because everything else happened so quickly. I was just transfixed. So our favorite bald-headed,
Varys.
eunuch,
Mm-hmm.
who knew everything.
Yep.
I do not feel like he deserved that
Knew
at
he
all.
was going at the beginning when he was writing that letter. I was like, oh, that's it.
Oh,
He's
yeah, he's
dead.
done.
Right.
He's dead.
Game over.
Yeah.
Game over,
And
man.
I kind of disagree with you that he didn't deserve that ending, because I remember season 1 and season 2 and all the crap that
Okay.
he pulled.
Okay,
I don't
good
really
point.
think he changed that much.
Well, I don't think he deserved to die for the reason he was burned for.
No, I will give you that.
Yes.
Wow, other
And
reasons.
This
A lot
is
of
the-
other reasons.
All right, this is the question I'm going to put to you guys as well as our watchers. Do you feel like, because at the beginning of this episode, we saw him writing out the note saying basically that Jon Snow is the true heir.
Mm-hmm.
We don't have the correlation that was the same note that he burned. Did he
No, we don't.
already
No,
send
it
that
wasn't.
note out?
He
did,
absolutely
Right?
did.
He
yeah.
absolutely did. So there's
Yeah.
other people that know that.
Yes.
Well,
we are going to see the repercussions of that.
Oh,
in the last
100%.
episode. Yeah.
we assume there are other people who know that, but the fact that Daenerys knows that may mean that she intercepted that before it got out.
I don't
Very
know.
true. She could have.
She could have,
Because
but
you know
like,
what?
I mean,
the
it's
girl was
already-
like, people are watching me, soldiers are watching me. He's like, well, that's their job.
Right.
They could have
Which
gotten to her.
Still, another reason why he deserved to
Yeah.
be
All right.
flamed up.
do we all agree, this is, okay, Game of Theories, just Daenerys is headed towards the Mad Queen at this
Oh,
point.
yes.
Like, it
Her-
was so
her-
apparent
Her
from
makeup's
her...
way too ugly.
Yeah, I was about to say, her makeup was janky as fuck, and then it just escalated, and the thing that really, flared up, no pun intended, was the fact that, while the dragon was burning everything, and she decided, even once they had put down arms, that she still started burning things,
Yes.
that we had the green flames.
Yes.
And I feel like that was a very much yup, you are the Mad Queen at
I
this
think
point.
everybody realized it.
Yeah.
I think it was realized by Jon Snow. I think it was realized by Tyrion. I think it was realized by Arya. I think everybody who was in that city, with the exception of the Unsullied, who were just gonna go forth. Like Grey Worm,
Grey Worm gave no fucks. He was just
commanding his army forward because he was single-minded on revenge.
He had
But
no,
that's where Daenerys is at.
Yeah.
That's where she's at. You know, and I think that's going to be a big cue where it's going to turn the tide of everything for this last episode of how everyone feels about her and if you really want her on that throne.
Yeah. We talked about it as it was happening. As it was happening, we felt that it was Jaime who rang the bell of the surrenderer.
Do we think that's true? Do you think that's true?
Or now, do we think it's Tyrion? Do we think, because there's actually 3 options, right?
Tyrion was waiting for it.
Yeah, Tyrion was
Tyrion,
waiting
that's
for
right.
it.
Waiting.
Yeah.
Okay, so probably the only 2 people that, of the main characters that we know that could have rung it was Jaime or Arya
And
/ the Mountain.
Yeah,
and I think
Sorry,
it's
the Hound.
Hound.
The Hound.
The Hound,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
It's probably Jaime, right?
That
I feel
was-
like it was
It
Jaime.
had to have been Jaime, because
and then
I don't
came
think
in.
Arya and the Hound wouldn't have known to ring the bell.
Yeah,
And I feel like they were too
weren't
far
there.
back. Yeah,
But,
that's a good point too, is that they
Who, though,
weren't a part of the...
Here's my question on
Right.
that, though. Who was in the room when Tyrion was like, hey, if you ring the bell, will you stop?
The
Like, who-
Unsullied.
Yeah, it was Grey
It was
Worm,
Grey Worm, and that was about it.
and that was it. So who else knew?
So
ring
only
the bell.
Jaime would know, because Jaime knows that that's the signal of...
Did he?
Well, if
Yeah.
he's a
He did.
Lannister,
Yeah,
and
when-
he's like...
Well, when Tyrion went in and broke him out, he said
He told him.
he told him do that.
There we
Yeah.
go. Well, then that.
All right,
that
so it had to
right
be in
there.
Jaime,
Yes.
right? And how do we... I don't know. I go back and forth with the feeling of... I did appreciate the last battle between Jaime, and obviously he was already dying before he reached Cersei, after getting stabbed by Uncle I always call him Uncle because that's how I think of him, as the Ironborn uncle. Like that's how I think of him, like
bro. He's
this
bro.
bro
guy.
is a
bro
douchebag.
guy.
We were both, all of us were all rooting for like,
Pacey, bro.
tell him it's not yours, it's him. Tell him.
Yeah,
It's
and
like,
he didn't. I was incredibly disappointed. In
I know.
that,
I
by the way.
really
was
did
like,
want that.
There needed to be a conversation about her pregnancy, and oh crap.
Are you really gonna take this?
No, keep talking. But yeah. Anyway, he's probably trying to get in.
Oh, I see. Oh, that's what happens.
Yeah.
Too late.
Hold on.
Yes.
Ringing the doorbell
Off
again.
camera, but not off camera. I love it.
Oh, 209.
So yes,
Yeah.
I think the main thing about that is Jamie almost never admitted that those were his kids. It wasn't
Ring the
until
doorbell.
It took a lot.
It took a lot, and I think he was still in that mindset of no one can know that this is my child.
Yeah, because he was surprised when anybody knew it.
47,
Like
25.
anytime it came up. So that's fair. All right. So for me in this episode, the encompassing storyline is that she is the Mad Queen at this point. Like,
Yes.
especially all the mini storylines that oh yeah. Mayhem is happening while we're filming this.
Okay.
I also think that there was this really interesting thing.
There's no way to come back from this, guys. I'm sorry. John's boyfriend is having problems getting into this apartment building.
Fiance, by the way.
Yeah, brand new.
Brand new fiance. Anyways,
Yes.
so you were going to say that
When that moment when the Hound said goodbye, and everything that happened in the map room today, I think was really significant.
was huge.
Yes.
Yeah.
We were a little bit mad that the fact that Cersei passed the Hound could have been like,
Yeah.
like just shake that bitch.
Cersei
Yeah,
died
Arya.
too
Yeah.
good of a death. I don't think that was a proper death for her because I feel like it was too kind. It was too good for her.
Technically, we didn't see either of them
Yeah,
die.
we didn't see
They're-
either.
they're-
I'm gonna
dead.
be real.
The two of them are dead.
They should be dead, but
If they're not, I am done.
there'll be some rage.
I'm done.
Yeah, I'm done.
I don't care how many episodes
Oh,
are
yeah.
left. I'm done.
One more episode, I'm done with
Yeah,
you.
I don't know. If she did die though, she died in Jamie's arms, like buried under rubble, which I think is like a very
All she
ungracious
wanted.
death for her. And I was like, ugh, she deserves,
Worse.
she deserved Arya. That's what she deserved.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Now-
like,
yeah.
but now
So maybe
As-
she'll
as
still
it
be
was
alive.
happening,
Maybe
yeah.
they'll come out of things, and we'll see what we want to see. But I don't think.
But
yeah, I
as
don't
things
think
were
so.
happening, like we just like the first thing I was like, oh, Arya is going to be focused on Daenerys. Like,
At the door.
All right, I'm gonna
Are
get
you
it.
gonna
I'm
get
gonna get it.
you son of a bitch! You've ruined our episode. Yes, we're still filming.
Recording.
They weren't at the time.
Oh my god, I am so sorry. Totally ruined it.
Did you watch the episode? Do you want to join in?
No.
All right. So, okay. So this is the game of theories, right? We're gonna talk about theories now.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
Can I throw out a theory?
Yes, of
that
course.
The other guy over there was
Oh,
talking
that
about.
son of a bitch!
Oh.
Okay, so here, and it's very interesting to me. He says that he thinks that Arya is gonna kill Cersei, and then Jon is gonna just absolutely. They're gonna want
Dany.
him to. Yeah, Dany.
You said Cersei.
Oh, I'm sorry,
So,
not
yeah,
Cersei.
yeah,
Daenerys.
Dany.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, I was
Kill
like-
Daenerys, and then they're gonna want Jon to ascend to the throne, and he's gonna say no, and he's gonna abolish it altogether.
Yeah, he's gonna burn
and
it
just
down.
be like everybody rule their own lands, and we're gonna start
Yeah.
a democracy. Blah,
I
blah,
mean,
blah.
that's the
what
thing.
he thinks is
that's
gonna
that's
happen.
been a big theory going on for a while. Is that the Iron Throne is going to be melted down, and people are just going to rule the throne wherever they're at. Like that's been a theory going on for a while.
Do we think Sansa is gonna?
Yes,
come into play
that's
in
the
any-
theory I
All
like.
right. Okay, you tell your theory.
That's
You go.
honestly because like Sansa, if anything, is going to rule the North. Period.
But how cool would it be for her to take the entire
Because
episode.
Did I
you've
not-
got
did I
Dany
not
gone,
say
Jon doesn't
that?
want it,
Right.
so she's next, right?
Did I
Although-
not say that 2 episodes ago on our Game of Theories? I was like, Sansa, done.
I do think we saw a major shift in Jon today after a eunuch guy.
Yeah.
Varys.
Varys, because
Um,
Varys did say like the rulers that I have ever seen, you are the one that would actually like do well.
Right, and seeing the choices that Dany made and what the destruction that she wrought in this episode, I think
Right.
Even
that changed
after
his
It's
mind.
people
definitely-
put their arms down, like that's the thing is
That-
that Jon Snow saw in person is that everybody put their arms down,
Everyone saw it.
and she
yeah.
burned everyone. Like she didn't just burn the front lines of the actual like army. She
Right.
burned
And then she
everyone.
continued. She
And
continued
that's
going
yeah,
up and down,
up and down, and up
Well,
and
that's why
down,
they had
and
to
that's
fall
yeah.
back.
Yes.
and that's what
Yeah.
Arya saw
Mhm.
is that like, and that's what I really liked. That's to the writers and to the directors of these episodes is amazing because we did see like a storyline that happened between like a mother and daughter that was like running through and then ran into Arya and saved Arya, and then Arya tried to save them back and it backfired and they all burned.
Yes. And also, though, how about the Hound in the Mountain?
We knew they would
good.
die in fire.
So
I
good.
wanted it a little bit better than that. I'm not gonna lie.
I don't know. He got his eyeballs
yeah.
poked in, and then he got stabbed in the brain back.
Dude,
and like,
that's-
oh my god.
Okay,
that
to
was
be
like-
fair, I did think that he was done after we thought both eyeballs were
thought
poked
he was
through,
done,
like the
yeah.
same way of the
Nuh-uh.
other prince. But
nope,
like,
he had one last eyeball.
One by like,
holding it
Allah,
up, and he was like, no,
I
I got
destroyed.
you. Yeah.
I got you, bitch.
And then he didn't die after that, and he was like, well, I guess we're going over.
And I feel like that is actually very apropos, like because the fact of the episodes a couple beforehand where the Hound could not even enjoy a meal, couldn't even enjoy
Right.
like some chick throwing
Which is
herself at him.
Why?
Like he's
he
like,
told
I had
Arya,
focus.
Go, like don't be like me. Look at me. You've seen my life. Don't be like me. And she saw it, and she was like, thank you.
And that's
Yeah.
a very interesting turning point for Arya because she has only had her list to
Her
get
list
her
of
by.
people.
But I feel like she has
lets Cersei go.
changed.
Mhm.
She has
Yeah.
changed when I feel like the change happened in the episode of the whole battle that happened because like we saw the original Arya come back when there was the fear and this that the other of when she was in that library basically of these White Walkers like stalking her, and we saw the fear and like she felt like she couldn't survive, and then she did, and she was about to run, and then the
Right.
red woman was like, you have a purpose. She's just like, not today. And like went for it. But I love the fact that Arya has stuck to what was actually always important to her, not what somebody
How do we
taught
feel
to
about her getting on the Hound's horse and then riding off, and that being the very last scene?
I am
of the
totally on
episode.
board with that
Yeah.
because
Yeah, I'm
like
okay with that.
she has always stuck to who she was before Ned Stark being killed, right? Because
She's been the same the whole way through. She's
Yeah.
had a goal. She's dealt with her difficulties. But I mean, to be honest, they all have.
well,
to
and
a
you,
certain degree.
but also, but with her, like there was the point that it was like you are no girl, you have no name, and but she still hid Needle, she still hid her, and then she got it back, and she's like, no, this is who I am, and I felt that also when. When she said, I can't marry, like, I'm not going to marry you, I'm not a lady.
And that's something she'd said from the very beginning.
Yeah, from
like,
season one.
Season one.
I am
yeah.
not a lady. And I feel like she's stayed to who she actually is and all her goals, negating, like, what people have tried to push on her of, like, you are no name, you're whatever, and, like, you're this, you're that. She's like, no, I'm a Stark, and this is my goal. End of story. And I need to
But-
survive until these goals are met.
She needed that journey though to give her all the
Oh,
skills.
100%.
You know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so theories are...
Well, before that, I just want to say there were really beautiful moments in this
Oh,
episode. Just
beautiful.
really pretty to look at, and I think that
experience.
needs
Yeah, that does need a nod,
yeah,
for
a little
sure.
bit of
Yeah.
good job.
I do feel that Arya is going to kill Daenerys, if not make the move to kill. If it's either going to be Jon Snow or Arya that kills Daenerys.
Man, I hope it's Tyrion.
Yeah.
That would be
Damn,
awesome.
you right,
that
girl.
would be awesome.
You right, you
Yeah.
right.
I don't think Tyrion's gonna make it though. I'll be honest. I don't think he's gonna make it to the end. in the next episode. That's my prediction. I think he's gonna get it. Whether or not he kills Daenerys himself, he's gonna not make it. That's my prediction.
Think he could be
I hope
the very,
I'm wrong.
I think he could be the final
You
Lannister
think so?
standing.
I really want to,
Okay.
even though there is a theory that he's not a Lannister.
Oh, you were saying that during the episode.
Yeah, there is a theory that he is a Targaryen because all Targaryen births, the mother dies in birth, and his dad always said, "You're not my son. You're not my son. You're not my son. But I'll raise you as my son."
And also he was able to touch the dragons.
And he was able to touch the dragons.
When did I miss that?
That was like season 5.
All right.
Yeah.
Well,
That
I'm
he-
on board
that he-
then.
that
If
he
he can
kinda
touch
had,
the-
like,
He
this
kind of
moment
had
that
this
he-
moment when he brought
Oh, I
them
do
down
remember
to
that.
the dungeons.
Yes,
yeah,
he-
yeah.
like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
So that is the like theory that's kind of going around. Yeah, technically my phone is telling me it's time for bed. Lies.
This was so much fun. Thank you guys.
Yes, thank you.
Yay.
Yeah, so I've done my theories that I think it's either gonna be Arya or Jon Snow that kills Daenerys. We only have one episode left, guys. It's very stressful.
So,
Any other theories we want to put out there?
I'm gonna put my money that Tyrion kills Dany.
Okay, Tyrion kills Dany.
I'm gonna say that Arya kills Dan.
Yeah, it's
I
hard.
waffle on that. I'll be honest, but
I don't think they can give her the Night King and Dany.
yeah,
I don't think
you know what,
so.
you're probably
It's
right
gotta
on
be
that.
Jon, right?
I don't think John's killing her either.
I don't think John's killing her either. That's
That
the
kills
thing.
his compassion.
You're right.
But maybe that's to show his true love.
For the people?
Yeah.
I don't know about that.
I don't know. That's all I got. That's all I got, guys.
Maybe I think like Tyrion is my best bet. I think.
That's your Tyrion. Okay,
Yeah,
so
I
we
might
got
be
2
wrong on that,
Tyrion.
but,
I don't think it's
yeah.
gonna be Tyrion.
Yeah.
I don't think
You
it's gonna be
gonna
Tyrion.
Arya?
I think it's gonna be either Arya or Jon Snow.
Okay.
Ooh, or Sansa.
I don't think it's gonna be Sansa.
It's not gonna be Sansa.
No, she's
no.
back in Winterfell.
Yeah, there's no way.
She's back wonderful, but there is a good possibility that she could regain the throne, especially after if Daenerys dies and then Jon
If
Snow
Sansa
says no.
and Tyrion got
Sansa could
married
go there.
again?
See, I actually
like for
okay.
reals?
Oh yeah.
To be honest, that's something I thought about the last episode
You're right
because they
about
had
that.
their
I
thing
love
of
that.
just like, you know, we could have, and he's like, I'd be a terrible husband. She's like, yeah, you're right. Like that whole thing that they had
That's true,
2
though.
episodes ago,
That's
but
very
like
true.
to blend the houses. I don't know.
Anyway,
guys,
lots of
let
good
us know
stuff.
what your thoughts are. Super stoked for the last episode. I'm so stressed out. This whole episode, I was so stressed out. It's very
Legit,
stressful.
Leanne's gonna be in Vegas. I gotta pick her up from the airport, and she's gonna come home, and we're gonna record this on Monday
Yeah.
at noon.
Yep. Yeah, that's all that's happening. That's all
Yeah.
happening. All right, we love you guys. We will see you. So we have our pre-recorded Nerd Rage for Saturday, and then we will pre-record our thoughts on the very
final
last
episode.
episode.